Okay, the theme here, and this Raw was basically the oh boy, I don't know what to call it really because yeah, we got a pay-per-view coming up called WWE Payback, and I think Payback it will be, but I will do my prediction video pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, Monday Night Raw starts off with Shane O'Mac coming out and saying that this is a new era for new opportunities, for new guys and stuff like that. And then Stephanie McMahon comes out and it's like, oh no, no, no. So she announces that, yeah, this is Shane's last week on Raw, last week hosting Raw, last time hosting Raw. And it's like, all right, look, yeah, it's the dangle the carrot in front of us situation. Like, hey, you really want Shane to take over, but it's not going to happen. But we don't know that yet. So an argument ensues, just like we all think it would, and Stephanie gets escorted out, which was kind of interesting and kind of funny and kind of, it kind of dragged out a bit because, yeah, they ended up carrying her out. It's like, damn, could you find the smallest security guys, or is Stephanie just that hefty, that big, that tall, that whatever? She ends up punching out one of them or slapping them or whatever. And it was kind of funny because you already knew it was coming, and they just try to drag her out, and they sing the na 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 na, hey, goodbye stuff. But a little entertaining it was nonetheless. So AJ Styles comes in and he faces Sheamus of the League of Nations. The League of Nations is basically over at this point. There's no point in having all three of them in this faction if the faction is not going to be fucking taken seriously. AJ Styles beat Sheamus. It was a pretty good match. It was, for what it was worth, but we all knew where it was going. We all knew that Sheamus wasn't going to win this match as soon as he fucking came out because, like I said before, League of Nations is not being taken seriously, and more on the League of Nations later. Yeah, okay. So after AJ Styles win, they show Roman and the Flying Romans, aka the Usos, in the back, and all you hear was boos, and it's like, anyway. Yes, we all know that they're cousins and they're going to stick together and so on and so forth, and the Usos are going to go against Anderson and Gallows later. And we already know where that's going. So don't you dare be sour. Clap for your two-time world-famous champs and feel the power. It's a new day, yes it is, and the new day comes out and do their usual shtick, their usual stuff, their usual talking, their usual celebrating. New Day rocks. Yeah, they are the champions, but they're not going to be defending at Payback, which is kind of unusual. As far as I know, I don't think they're going to be defending at Payback. And yeah, they do the whole usual thing, and then the Vaudevillains come out. Interruption. Very good. Very good because we already know where this is going after that. Xavier kind of paid tribute to Prince, saying that they're the party 1990, like it's 1999. He pointed up. He's like, "Miss you." That was a good thing. If people didn't catch that, but Vaudevillains come out and they say, "Oh no, yeah," and they mock the New Day as far as the WWE Tag Team Championship, and we're gonna party like it's 1899 because it's the whole Vaudevillains stick. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool what they did. And then Enzo and Cass come out. They do their whole thing. Yeah, can't teach that. How you doing? SAWFT. Oh, we all knew how it was coming. But it was a good segment for all three teams. It was. And the fact that you're going to have one of these two new teams to the WWE challenging for the Tag Team Championship, let that mean something. I like the New Day, but they need more worthy challengers, besides the Usos, damn it. So let one of these teams challenge and perhaps take the titles, let them feud, something. Just don't let these fucking Usos get back into the number one contendership, please. So, yeah, speaking of which, the Usos lose to Gallows and Anderson. Or Festus and Anderson. Has anyone forgotten about that? Oh, Festus. Okay, look. Every time I ring that bell, I just want to see all like he used to do. But pretty good match for Gallows and Anderson. Yeah, the Usos did their usual shit, but I'm glad that the Usos lost. Please don't. Fuck, man. Yeah, so after the match, The Usos get beat down, and Reigns comes out and saves them both, and it's like, okay. Reigns. Yeah, that chorus of boos. It's never gonna fucking stop. It's never gonna fucking stop from the grown men in the audience. They're gonna boo this fucker, and that's just it. That's just the way it is. So yeah, they hype up the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens match in the video, which was kind of cool because, again, we know their history in NXT. They have history fighting all around the world and stuff like that. But they're trying to make this match mean something as far as their feud. I hope they tear the house down at Payback. More on Payback in my prediction video. But yeah, they play that video, and then Sami Zayn faces Rusev, and who didn't know that Sami Zayn was going to win? I just didn't think that he was going to win via a roll-up. He rolled up Rusev, beat him, left. Lana throws his shoes at him. Sami Zayn flipped. He flipped Lana off and flipped Rusev off. If you didn't catch that, he did it. He flipped them off. And then he gets attacked from behind by Owens. Okay. To kind of add on to the whole feud thing, yeah. But it was pretty good. It solidifies that, okay, this feud actually fucking means something. So tear it down at Payback. Apollo Crews versus Stardust. Okay, we already knew Apollo Crews was going to win, so I'm not even going to go into that. Basically, he's just Titus O'Neil's replacement. And that's what it looks like to me. I'm sorry. He's just another version of Titus O'Neil. He is. He's more athletic and so on and so forth, but I just imagine him doing that millions of dollars shit along with them. It's just, yeah. So Dean Ambrose comes out. Dean Ambrose comes to the ring, and he said he's not going to host a Ambrose Asylum this week. Yeah, he's going to call out Jericho, and Jericho comes out. Who do you think you are? I am the best in the world at what I do, and so on and so forth. Yeah, and they ends up attacking each other. And okay, Jericho put the walls on Dean Ambrose on the announcer's table. Nice twist. Again, hyping up their match at Payback. Nice twist. Nice, cool thing to do like that. Because we all know that Ambrose can go. We all know that Jericho can go. And this match can get very fucking physical if they let them tear the house down at Payback. So, by the way, Vince McMahon will announce who takes control of Raw at WWE Payback. Okay, that can make or break the whole mood of the pay-per-view. Or he could announce that Stephanie takes SmackDown, Shane takes Raw. That's what a lot of people are hoping for. They're hoping for a brand split. A brand split means that you have to split the champions entirely. I don't think they're going to do that, but I think that one is going to run one show and one is going to run the other and just keep everything the same. Don't split the fucking roster because that wouldn't make any sense at this point. It just wouldn't. So, Natty versus Emma. Oh, God. Thank God Emma's not doing this anymore. I hate it when she did that shit. I just hated it. Even though they're trying to make us take Emma more seriously now since she went back down to NXT and she came back up. But Natty still won because, of course, they have to hype up Natty to try to at least be credible enough to take the championship away from Charlotte, which I think is not going to happen. I still think of Natty and that farting fucking gimmick that they gave her. But, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, we never forget. But still, they hyped that up, and yeah, because Charlotte was commentating and everything like that. Yeah, I was born ready and stuff like that. Running Natty down. The usual shit. China video. A tribute to China. They did it very classy. They basically was showing footage of China and winning and pictures of her and with belts and even though titles that she didn't win, like the European belt and the WWF championship when she was part of DX and showing her highlights from her WrestleMania and winning the Intercontinental Championship from Jeff Jarrett and pictures with Eddie Guerrero or footage with Eddie Guerrero and Jericho and Triple H and Shawn Michaels. That was some good shit. They showed her that she was the first woman in the Royal Rumble. Good shit. Good classy thing by WWE for actually fucking doing that. Are they going to put her in the Hall of Fame? Only time will tell. So, after that, you have Sandow versus Baron Corbin, which never took place because Dolph Ziggler just came out and said, all right, I'm glad that Damian Sandow didn't get his ass whooped. And Ziggler having that attack kind of hypes up their match for Payback. But there's no way that Baron Corbin is going to end up on a losing. He's not going to be ended up losing this feud. I just don't see that. But good way to hype that shit up. And it's good that Sandow just didn't get jobbed out to Baron Corbin. Why did they have to have this segment? Now, of course, I hate the jizz. And yeah. But Cesaro saved the fucking segment as usual, and he out-mic'd the jizz again. And he got the upper hand against the jizz again. So I hope he takes the Intercontinental Championship. And again, Jizz needed help from that goddamn that French dude. All right. Again, why does this dude need help all the time? Or he tries to run away, or he tries to. Again, the proof is in the fucking pudding. All right. He was about to get Cesaro swing after an uppercut, and she fuck that. All right. Remember, dick licking plus animals equals the Miz. So yeah, he gets saved again from a physical altercation. Why? Because he can't do shit as far as a physical altercation. Stay tuned for my fucking preview, my prediction video of Payback, and I will run down that shit. So Reigns versus Del Rio. Again, bad night for the League of Nations. Did anyone think that Del Rio was going to win this match? No. Did anyone? Roman Reigns. Booze, 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 booze. And I don't mean alcohol, damn it. Just boo. This fucker gets nothing. Del Rio got more cheers than Reigns did. And that's funny because a lot of people are like, oh, like Del Rio, he's boring. But at least Del Rio can fucking wrestle a good fucking match. You can't take that away from Del Rio. And Del Rio wrestled a good match. Reigns just did his usual shit. They tried. They really, really tried with Roman Reigns. But yeah. But Roman ends up winning, even though Gallows, Festus, and Anderson come out and cause a minor distraction. They had it for a brief little moment that Del Rio could win, but it didn't happen. He rolls up Reigns, and then Reigns gets kicked out, and Reigns kicks out, and then he ends up spearing Del Rio, which was kind of predictable. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Then Festus, Gallows, and Anderson hit the ring and just attack Reigns. No Usos to be found because they're still licking their wounds in the back. Yeah, the flying Romans didn't come out, but AJ Styles does, and he calls them off for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns ends up Superman punching AJ Styles, and then Anderson and Gallows comes back in the ring, and Reigns fights them off, but then AJ Styles got a bit of revenge when he hit that flying forearm. He hit the flying forearm on Roman Reigns, and that ends the show. So, Raw. Even though this may be the last Raw that Shane McMahon is in charge of, it actually, with a couple of exceptions, this was an actually pretty good show to watch as far as the action, the matches. And even though outcomes were predictable, most of the time they are, so I can't judge the show as far as judging it bad by that standard, because most of the time results are basically predictable and clear. But it was a pretty good show. Good job on WWE not trying to insult our intelligence all show fucking long, except with the predictability. But again, that's been happening for decades. So this was the go home show for WWE Payback. Stay tuned for my WWE Payback predictions. But until then, drop kicks, body slams, throwing motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.